Welcome to Aman Jaiswal's YouTube channel. Now that we have talked about so many features of the iPhone camera, let's understand how to take macro photos and videos with your camera. The camera on the iPhone 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max uses the ultra-wide camera to capture the macro photography. You can get stunning close-ups in sharp focus by using this mode. You can take macro photos and live photos and shoot macro, slow motion and time-lapse videos. To take a macro photo or video, first open the camera and select the photo or video mode. Get close to the subject as close as 2 cm. Camera will automatically switch to ultra wide camera. Then tap the shutter button to take a photo or record button to start or stop recording the video. Now if you want to take a macro, slow motion or a time lapse video, then select slow mo or time lapse video in the camera. Tap 0.5x to switch to the ultra wide camera, then move close to the subject and then tap the record button to start or stop recording. If you want to control the automatic macro switching, you can control when the camera automatically switches to the ultra wide camera to capturing macro photos or videos. To do this, go to settings and then to camera and then turn on macro control. Open your camera and then go close to the subject. When you get near the macro distance of your subject, the flower icon will appear on the screen. Tap the flower icon to turn off automatic macro switching. An interesting tip here is, if the photo or video becomes blurry, you can back up or tap 0.5x to switch to the ultra wide camera. Tap the flower button to automatically macro switching back on. The automatic macro switching is re-enabled the next time you use a camera within the macro distance. If you want to maintain your macro control setting between the camera sessions, go to settings, camera and preserve settings and turn on macro control. How to take good portrait photographs using the portrait mode on your iPhone. With the camera on, you can apply any depth of field effect that keeps the subject, that is people, pets, object or more, in sharp focus while creating a beautifully blurred foreground or background. And you can apply and adjust different lighting effects to your portrait mode photographs and on iPhone X and later, and you can even take a selfie in the portrait mode. To take a photo in the portrait mode on iPhone 8 Plus, X and later, you can apply studio quality lighting effects to your portrait mode photographs. Here you open the camera and select the portrait mode. Follow the tips on screen to frame your subject within the yellow box portrait. Then drag to choose the lighting effect. You have various lighting effects such as natural light. Here the face is in sharp focus against a blurred background. The studio light effect. Here the face is brightly lit and the photo has an overall clean look. In the contour light, the face has dramatic shadows with highlights and lowlights. In the stage light, the face is spotlit against a deep black background. Stage lit mono, here the effect is similar to stage light but the photo is in classic black and white. In the high key light mono, we create a grayscale subject on a white background, but this is available only on iPhone X, XR and later. Once you have selected this, tap the shutter button to take a photograph. After you take a photograph in portrait mode, you can remove the portrait mode effect if you don't like it. You go into the photo app, open the photos, tap edit and then tap portrait to turn the effect on or off. Please note on iPhone 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max, 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max, night mode turns on when you take a portrait mode. Photo in low light situations with a wide lens. Note also that on iPhone XR, stage light mono and high key light mono are only available when you use the front camera. To adjust the depth of control in the portrait mode, let's see what we have to do. On iPhone XS, XR and later, use the depth of control slider to adjust the level of background blur in the portrait mode photograph. So here open the camera, select the portrait mode and then frame your subject. Tap F in the top right corner of the screen. The depth of control slider appears below the screen. Drag the slider right or left to adjust the effect. Tap the shutter button to take a photograph. After you take a photograph in the portrait mode, you can use the depth of control slider in the photos to further adjust the background blur effect. Now if you want to adjust the lighting effects in the portrait mode on iPhone XS, XR and later, you can virtually adjust the position and intensity of each portrait lighting effect to sharpen the eyes and brighten and smooth the facial features. To do this, open the camera, select portrait mode, drag this to choose the lighting effect, tap the hexagon on top of the screen. The portrait lighting slider appears below the screen. Drag the slider to right or left to adjust the effect, and then tap the shutter to take a photograph. Here also, after you have taken the photograph in portrait mode, you can use the portrait lighting slider in photos to further adjust the lighting effect. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that when I upload my next video, you can get notified, and please do not forget to comment. It will really help.